Jerry Nard.
What's going on, my people? Welcome to the Sn95 Power channel. So today we're going to do some adjusting to this car. A couple of weeks ago, we had the car out going to a car show. It was on the expressway. I thought my wife was going to leave me because we were riding to this car show together, and this car in the ride was so rough, I thought my marriage was in jeopardy. So I need to get this car more comfortable. And the one thing that I can do is try to make some adjustment to the suspension. I have some strange 10-way shocks and struts on here. So let's get into the car and see if we can soften things up. All right, let's see if I can get up in here and adjust this strut without jacking up the car. So it's probably on the front side. I don't know if I'll be able to get this in frame. Probably not. So, okay. No, God damn it. Sorry. So now it's, which way is tight, which way is loose? Gosh, I gotta figure this out, y'all. All right, I got it. So if I'm looking at the valve, counterclockwise is soft. All right, so let me see how many clicks. I went 3 clicks softer in the front. It was 5 total. 1. Oh. All right, I'm gonna go full soft in the rear. It's almost like I feel a vibration coming from the front of the car. Man, I tell y'all, I am not catching a break. Yeah, there's some kind of vibration going on under the hood. I can't pinpoint, I can't think of what's happening. I just softened up the struts. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I'll go down here and try to firm everything back up. Full soft in the rear, but it feels like this vibration is coming from the front. Yeah, car looks real good. We'll go back under here and, gosh, in this light, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. This car looks good. Like, I know I'm kind of like hard on critiquing this car, but she looks pretty good. You know what? This is a proud dad moment for me right here. Now, if I can just get to figure out these last little bugs on this car, it'll be good. But yeah, you know, sometimes it's good to kind of sit back and reflect on the work you put into your projects and appreciate it. I definitely haven't appreciated this car. I've kind of just been consumed about getting every little thing perfect. And, you know, for it to look nice, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not nice. It's not perfect right now. Battery voltage is okay. So yeah, the only thing I really messed with was the struts. We'll put these struts back settings back to how I had them and see how the car acts. Like I put the other alternator on, and there's 3 bolts that go on the alternator bracket. 2 of them, I got 2 of them on. The third one is not on, and it goes behind the belt tensioner. I couldn't get it really lined up good. So if I still have this vibration, then that's a problem. All right, I think I found the issue with the car. So when I was troubleshooting this car header glow, I thought I had an issue with the cooling system not being good enough. Guess I should have recorded that. But that felt good. Fuel looked good. We'll get one more. Yeah, that felt real good. Everything looks good. Pretty happy with it. I don't have the AC hooked up in here, y'all, so that's why I got my little fan going down here. But we'll give a little look under the hood, make sure everything is cool, and we'll hit it again. All right, so when I get back to the house, I'll show y'all what the problem was, but it was my water pump fully being out of balance. So I'm not gonna rub on it too much right now because it's 85 degrees now. And it's super windy and I don't have my hood pins on. So I'm a little worried about hood pins. And so I got my trail car over here trying to watch us, but we'll get some, maybe a pull or 2 in and get back, and I'll show you the issue that we're having. So I think by fixing all these little minor leaks, in the intake, well, I shouldn't say all these minor leaks. I had a leak at the most important place on the mass airflow sensor. So I got that fixed, and I think it's gonna make, it made a big difference. We shall see. I gotta get this one wheel peel fixed. Outside of that, I think we are golden. Looking forward for Motor City Fox Fest. I'm gonna get some drag radios sooner or later. Spinning the tires. Yeah, so it's funny how like these small little things can alter your car experience. So as I was going to stretch yesterday, I had an issue with the alternator voltage. I blew a belt, ripped the belt to shreds. Luckily I had a spare belt. But come to find out, all of that was because of this water pump pulley causing the belt to have a misalignment. Alright y'all, so I just kind of wanted to get the car out and do a little testing. Everything seems good. So the only thing about this turbo kit on a real hot day like this, it's hard to play around with this car. Because these underhood temperatures are no joke. So we'll close this video out once we get to the house. All right, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I'm really in a pretty good spot with this red car right now. There's, like I say, the clutch pack for the differential, I got to get that taken care of. Not too happy with the coolant temperatures, so I did re-burp the system. So another hot day, we'll get that out and stress test it. I still need to reconnect the air conditioning system, the high pressure liquid line, and gosh, I really think that's it. I do have one thing I want to show real quick. I am not happy with the ride quality of this car. I do have a video coming out where I kind of push the car a little bit harder. But just rewind it, when I was going to Strats a couple of weeks ago, taking the car out on the expressway, it's a very uncomfortable ride. It's just not what I'm looking for this car right here. So I'm going to try to find a middle ground. I have a video coming out with this white car where I found a pretty good solution, but I can't use those components on this car. So I'm going to kind of play around and try to get this ride quality car, the ride quality I have on this car, to this car. And I did change something up on this white car, which I'll show you in a second before I get out of here. But yeah, I have strange struts and shocks on this car, 10-way adjustables. And, you know, it's one of these things when you build your car, and, you know, this is a mistake I think some of us make, is when you first build these cars, you first put them together, you just totally think about performance. Like, hey man, I want this car to be the best handling. I want this car to plant the best 60 foots. And, you know, we really sometimes only end up using this car maybe 20% of the time in those situations. And 80% of the time when you're using this car, you're suffering. So I have some new struts for this car. I'm going to take the strange off in the rear. And when it's time to have some fun, you know, the struts are pretty easy to take on and off. I'll see how I like those in the rear. I like these in the rear. And if I get a good quality in the rear, then I'll probably step up to something with a little bit more adjustability. But when I talk about adjustability, I did something to this white car. Let me show you that real quick. So I have a video coming out with Project Kendra. Now, I did put the old race stars on Project Kendra. And I have to say, like, I've been kind of critical of black wheels, but with the right color, I think black wheels go pretty good with certain colors. And I think this white goes pretty well with Project Kendra. So this is a 18 in the front and 20 in the rear. It's kind of hard to see it right now, but yeah, this is a 20-inch tire in the rear. And I have some really good ride quality out of Project Kendra right now. And I'm not going to tell you what I did to get that ride quality, but it rides better than stock right now. I got rid of the Series 2 SVEs. My plan was to powder coat these white. I have an 18-inch version of 18 by 10.5 that I was going to put on the rear of Project Kendra, but I like the way this looks right now, so I'm not sure I'm going to do that. So I did some stuff to Project Kendra, and I took the Series 2 SVEs off, and I was rolling around with the stock 17-inch wheels with like the, I think 245, 45 17s, and the 255 40s up front, and I think 275 30s in the rear. And with what I did to this car just recently, the ride quality is better now with the lower profile tires on than as opposed to the OEM wheel setup. So if you want to know what I did to this car, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification, because I'm in the process of editing that video right now. And you're going to be surprised what I end up doing to this car to give it a really good ride quality. So the plan is to get this red car the same way. You know, the red car, I have 20s all around. They're 30 series sidewalls, so you typically would have a hard ride, you would think, with a 30 series tire, but that's a 30 series tire back there on Project Kendra, and it rides great. Under the hood, I think we're pretty much fine. Like I said, I just have to connect this AC line. This is, I forgot the name of the company, but it's a screen, and it's like almost like a velocity stack. I know it kind of looks a little janky. Tell me what y'all think about this red right here. I really don't too much care for it, but it has a purpose. I know Neil Mustang had an issue when he snapped a belt, destroying his turbo. I snapped my belt. You know, I wasn't racing. Neil, I think, was racing at the time. And I didn't have any issues with my turbo getting destroyed. This aluminum clamp right there, I like those. I'm going to probably switch over to all those. But outside of that, I got to get a wheel alignment, and I think we're good for the summer with this red car. So, hey, I appreciate y'all rocking with me on this long video. Do me a solid, tell a couple of people about the channel. Until next time, God bless.